I'm so sorry about that. I thought you could hear me, but apparently not. So I'm still new. I'm so sorry. Please have patience with me. I'm really dumb when it comes to all of this, okay? Okay. Never said I was smart. We know I am of the re. Ah, your mic is off. Still? Shut the fuck up. No, it's not. Still? Shut the fuck up. No, it's not. You're playing with me. It's okay, preciosa. Still? You're playing. You're playing. Is it still off for real? You're fucking playing. Yeah, your mic's off. Oh, what about now? Can you hear me now? How's your day going, Chiquita? It's been so shitty. It's been fucking shitty. I'll be so dead ass. My day has been like ass. Your mic is on already. Oh, wait, hold on. Testing, testing. What about now? What about now? What about now? The diddler, the diddler. Yes. What about now? Somebody tell me, is my mic on right now? Oh, I'm too stupid. I'm too stupid. I'm in love with a Reethen. Ah! The light skin has been summoned, and yes, I can hear it. Good. I'm in love with the Re. That was the last stream. We streamed, what was it? Somebody with Down syndrome. Like we were streaming and we were talking about this one like content creator that does we are the Re Club. Baby no. Baby no. No, what the fuck? No. But we were actually talking about somebody who would fake being a member of Down syndrome because it's a subcategory on the tube, if you know what I mean, of the redness of the Glock Lock Master 3000. Mm. So, and because of that, you know, we're not saying we're part of the Re category. My day was awesome. Payday had to spoil me. Had a torta carne asada. Oh fuck, that sounds so good right now. And you didn't want to share? Those comments were sent like 5 minutes ago. Bitch, okay. And so what? I'm slow. Whatever. Bite me then. About to play some Call of Duty. You're not even gonna be here to watch the Diddler with me? What the fuck? Don't be fake. Don't be fake. Stay here with me. Aw, thank you, Chewy. You're about to, like, get off without me? Fake ass. Fake ass. It's still gonna. I'm still gonna be here, fool. Okay. Okay, as long as you get to be here with me, and next time when I talk about it, I'm not talking to myself, all good. It's all good. I would take you out to dinner if you were my neighbor. My neighbor, oh my god, actually, let me tell you, my neighbor, I'm pretty sure she's LGBT because she is bald as fuck and she has green hair. I feel like that just signifies that you're LGBT. I think, or I don't know. She's older than me. I remember when I was in middle school, I had like a crush on her. I don't know. Does that make me gay? I don't know. Face card never declines. I wish. I don't work weekends. I'm staying up with you, love. Sal, I love you. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Just for you, do you want to go ahead and get started? I'll go ahead and get started just for you, Sal. If she's bald, what? Then what hair is green? It's like a buzz cut. It's like a buzz cut. It's like there's still some hair. She's not completely bald. She's not like, you know, a scrotum or anything. There's a delay with the comments. Your mic has been on for a good while now. Okay, thank you. Still, I like YouTube. Follow me on YouTube if you haven't. Because YouTube is not mean to me. YouTube is actually nice to me. Like, I actually get to see my analytics on YouTube more. Jacob, holla back, girl. Hit the holla back, girl. Hit the holla back, girl. Na 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 da 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 da. Ain't no holla back, girl. Ain't no holla back, girl. Not gonna lie, white girl music, it's villain. Hi, villain. Hi, sweetie. Not gonna lie, white girl music, it hits. It hits when you're in the mood, you know? And look, I straightened my hair. My hair is getting longer. You should be proud of me. On the real, the corazon, I'm dedicated my time with your special. Ah, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Dad, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you not following me on YouTube? Hino, hi Trompi. Hino, thank you so much for joining the live. I haven't seen you in forever. Please, Jacob Amor. Okay, I see. He said villain on TikTok, but shh, Jacob on YouTube. Okay. You said hi to me. Hi, Daniel. Again, like I said, TikTok is just going to get my reaction. If you want to see the full shit, it's going to be on the YouTube. Let me get the bonnet on. Ah, no way. He said, I'm gonna get the bonnet on. We gonna be chill. Okay, so we're gonna start. If I can fucking get this shit rolling. Because my shit never is. It's never fucking prepared. I don't know why. My friend told me that it's better on here than on anything else. On Restream or whatever the fuck. I doubt it. Yeah, I have been working my butt off, of course. I'm wanting to travel more to big tournaments. Well, good for you. Good luck. I believe in you. When you do stream, I try to join. And I am a big gifter. Yeah, about to kill these Cracker Jacks and grapes and cranberry juice. Good for you. Good for you. By the way, if you guys don't know, damn, this bitch has 1 billion. One with a B, bitch. Her likes are 1 billion with a B, bitch. B stands for put some of that on T. Hi, Alex. I'm on YouTube and on Twitch. TikTok is only going to be seeing my shit because for some reason I still can't stream on TikTok and show my shit. I don't know fucking why. They said I was supposed to be able to, like, yesterday. I didn't even stream. I streamed yesterday, but not on TikTok. I don't know. Again, I don't know why. Como que, bitch, I wish I knew como que. If you think I knew como que, I wouldn't be all confused and doing the dumb shit. I don't know. But I double it and pass it to you. I don't even know what that means. I'm too, I don't know, like, I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna be watching this shit. TikTok, I'm so sorry if it sounds like ass. You can stream on Twitch, but why not TikTok? I'm supposed to be able to already, but for some reason it's just not showing. I don't know. I literally don't know. Like, I can't show anything on my TikTok. So, like, I'm not even kidding you. It says, like, account missing permission. I don't know. Again, I don't know. Do you know the little leader? I wouldn't be able to say it. Little. The gifts you give me, I double it to you. Dur. Ugh. Stop. Stop it. Stop. What the fuck? Anyway, we're just gonna be watching Kayla. Because, honestly, so the lore is that James Charles slept with her ex. James Charles slept with her abusive ex, who she took to court. This bitch was not playing. She said, fuck you, fuck your mom, fuck everything. Like, she was not playing. She took, not James, but she took her abusive ex to court. And bitch, guess what? She won. She won, as she should. Because honestly, fuck him. I don't even know his fucking name. That's how irrelevant he is. Okay? I don't even know his fucking name. I don't even think he's hot. I don't even think he's hot. But for some reason, James Charles thinks he was hot as shit. And guess what he did? Slept with her abusive ex after she fucking told him that he did some of the worst shit you could ever do to a human. Did he listen? No. What was he doing? Thinking with his small head. That's it. James Charles, stay being messy. On God. On God. You're so swaggy, I would pick. Oh, thank you. But on God. He stays messy. When is he not messy? The only thing that's not messy about him is the makeup. But even then, we saw how his makeup can be. His makeup can be questionable. Questionable. To be honest, I don't think I would let him do my makeup just because I feel like he would fuck it up. All lust. You know how it is. Some men just think with their dicks. Even when they're gay, they just think with their dicks. That never changes. Doesn't matter if he's straight or gay or bi. If you're a man and you see someone who you think is hot as fuck and you're turned on, you will think with the third head. That's just what it is. Some men really just don't have any control and they're okay with risking it all. That's what it is. BRB, and it is about to rain. Ugh, I'm so sorry. Please don't get sick. I hope you don't get wet in the rain. But anyway, we're gonna play it and I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Well, I'm sure by now everybody knows about the situation with me and James. And everybody has told their side of the story except me. And in my opinion, I was the one fucked over. So it's only fair for me to tell my side of the story, how I was fucked over. And I wanted to wait a little bit have a little bit more time to just like relish in the fact that I won in court. But the response video was posted an hour after I announced that I won my court case. 1 hour. So
that's fucked. That's fucked. So imagine she won her court case, which, by the way, it's already so hard. It's already so hard. Like, when you are a TV victim, it's so hard to even, like, leave your abusive ex. Like, it's just so hard. Most women take 7 attempts. Because why? You're more likely to fucking get murdered. Like, that's just the sad truth. Like, you're more likely to fucking get murdered when you are in a DV situation. It's sad, but I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth. And the fact that she was brave enough to go to court against her abusive ex and win, but she couldn't even fucking, like, you know, be excited or so happy about it because James Charles, for some reason, had to make a fucking video just gaslighting the damn situation even bigger than what it already fucking was. And she couldn't even be like, yes, I won against my abuser. And then had to almost, in a way, have her victory, like, just be, I don't even know what is the word for it. I don't even know what the correct word for it is. Just watered down, because James Charles, if you don't know, he has almost like 40 million followers on YouTube. Kayla only has 1. Like, that's crazy. Like, the numbers are insane. So the fact that he went ahead and made this whole video, and he, for real, on God, he really is. On God, he really is. But the fact that he made a response video 1 hour after she finally won court, which, by the way, was days of her having to really actually fight him and get her victory, really sucks. Really sucks.
So, I have like all of my bullet points written down next to me, and I hope I could do this all in one part, but everybody told their side, and like I said, in my opinion, I was the one fucked over here. So to start off, I would not consider me and James to be best friends at all. I don't even think I'd consider us close friends. We've collabed a few times. I went over to his house, what was that, like 9 months ago, to help him promote his company on Livestream. We would text here and there about certain things, but it was definitely not like we were best friends. I like trying to put this into like it's kind of like that one person that's in your class at school that you're like mutuals with. Y'all are like acquaintances. Like, we were acquaintances, but that doesn't, I don't think that excuses anything that happens, in my opinion, but that's the best way to describe it. We definitely were not best friends. We were not that close, but we were acquaintances. We were not best friends in any way. But this all starts almost immediately when I made me and Evan's relationship public on TikTok. So I had posted a video with Evan next to me, and me and James have never DM'd on TikTok. The only previous messages we had on TikTok was us collab posting from when we would film together when I started my Glow Up series, like I was just talking about. And he, like,
That's already so weird. Like, that's already so weird. Okay, so whatever the fuck, whatever. They're not close, but they're still acquaintances. And that's why a lot of people don't even want to go public when they are in a relationship, because a lot of people will try to steal the girl or the guy of whoever the fuck is famous. Like, they always feel like they're the shit. They're like, ooh, look, I stole your man. Bitch, keep him. Like, if he's that easy, that some, like, you know, I don't even know, like, backwoods hoe will feel validated just because she was able to steal mine, whatever the fuck is mine. Like, you can keep him. You can have my fucking dirty seconds. Like, I don't give a fuck. You can have whatever the fuck is not. I don't know. I don't know. Like, that's just so weird to me. Just because somebody's like, that's my man, or that's my girl, for some reason now that makes them more attractive to you. You're weird. You're weird. Okay, what if I fucking like ate a sandwich or whatever the fuck and I didn't finish it? Now are you like, that sandwich looks so good. Like, give it to me. You know what I mean? Like, if I take a shit in a toilet, are you gonna wanna like collect my shit too now? Like, that's so fucking weird. Okay. But that's why so many people don't even like going public with their relationship. I feel like if I'm ever in a relationship with anyone, we have to be like this. Like, that shit has to be established first, because bitches are weird. Men are weird. Like, I don't know. I remember this one girl in high school. She had this up, and her up was one of my friends. Whenever the fuck she dated someone, that girl would be hitting on them no matter what. Like, no matter what. It's icky. It's so icky. I don't know. Oh, no. Like, and it didn't matter. It did not matter. And one time my friend kind of caught up with this, right? Because we're not stupid. Like, hello. She caught up with it, and she was like, let me like just pick some like school shooter looking guy. And when I say school shooter, it's exactly what the fuck you imagine in your head. She was like, let me pretend I'm going out with this guy. And so that guy didn't have, I think it was Facebook at the time, or I don't know what he had. It was either MySpace, Facebook, I don't fucking know. But he didn't have something. One of the two. And she was like, let me pretend, hi Hawkum, hi sweetie. But she was like, let me pretend I'm dating him on there. And so she started hitting on the school shooter, on that dude that looked like a motherfucking school shooter. She literally was like, hi, how are you? Like, I'm not even fucking kidding. Like, titties out, ass out, like, the whole fucking thing. Oh, nah, she's the dude's first victim. No. This is a school shooter looking guy. Like, you really think she's gonna be the first victim? No, babes. No. If anything, he's gonna be like, whoa, this chick thinks I'm hot. I fucking knew it. It's just gonna validate his ego. But she started dating him, and we were like, just like we were dying, right? Because we're like, wow, she's fucking weird. She really is like that. So I feel for her, because those type of people are weird. And this is a guy who has 40 million people, like 40 million followers. Like, you already made it. Why are you like feeling some type of way? Why do you feel this way towards her? She's a much smaller creator than you. So why do you feel this? Like, why? What? You know what I mean? Like, that's weird. Fucking weird. Or whatever. I digress.
Sends me my video. I don't know how you do it. Like, he sent me the video, and then under it, he said, girl, who is this? And I was like, oh, this new guy that I met. I think I'm in love. Ha 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 ha. Then a month and a half later, he slides up on another video of me and Evan together. We have not DM'd on TikTok since this. And it's a video of us dancing together at Yosemite, and James slides up and says, girl, he's so hot. And I'm just like, haha, yeah, whatever, cool. So at that point, that's like the only time that we would text was about him saying how hot Evan was, which is like, whatever. I didn't care. I didn't think anything of it, whatever. So fast forward to October, and me, Evan, Emma, and Brennan all get invited to a birthday party. We get there, and lo and behold, James is there. And Evan and James have not met at this point, obviously. The only thing that's been said is how hot James thinks Evan is, which is like, fine, whatever. So I see James, I say hi to him, and I introduce them to each other. And they're just talking for a fat minute. I don't know what really they were talking about. I wasn't really in the conversation. I was talking to Lila. I was talking to my other friends. I wasn't really in the conversation. And I don't know how accurate this is. I was not listening to the conversation, but Evan did tell me after that James was just saying how Evan was the hottest guy at the bar and he was the hottest guy there. I don't know how true that is. I don't know, but that's what I was told James was saying, is just how hot he was. And once again, I brush it off. Haha, funny, whatever. Like, whatever. Like, I don't care, you know? So then, 2 months after that, I get another DM from James. On December 17th, I had posted a video of us at Hawaii together, and James, once again, our only DMs is him once again being like, oh my God, he's so beautiful. So
Fucking weird. Fucking weird. Again, this is a guy who has 40 million fucking followers just on YouTube. That's not even considering TikTok. That's not even fucking considering like Instagram, Twitter. And he supposedly says or goes around saying that he's some hot shit. What the hell? What the hell? This is so weird. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Oh, what the fuck? Is my YouTube offline? Okay, back. Weird as shit. I don't know what's going on.
literally, the only DMs we have in the past year is him saying how hot my boyfriend is. Cool, whatever. Just like, what the... Like, looking at this shit now, what the fuck?
That's so
it's
fucking
not funny.
weird.
I'm just like, what the fuck? So yeah, like at this point, the only things I've heard is how hot he thinks my boyfriend is. Cool, whatever. So now from December, it's January. And me, Brennan, Emma, and my boyfriend are in Hawaii. And this was the trip that we ended up breaking up and all of that shit happened. It's about the third night that we're there. And I don't know if I'm allowed to include this. I'm going to anyways. But we're all sitting on the balcony of our Airbnb talking. And Evan starts saying that James is DMing him on Instagram. And immediately I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you DMing James? Like, immediately I'm just like, fuck no. Like, you're not going to do that. That's weird in my opinion. And at this point, our relationship was basically already over. And even Brennan was like, and Emma were like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you DMing him on Instagram? So we look over at the phone, and Evan sends James a picture on Instagram. So, like, you know how you snap on Snapchat? Like, doing that on Instagram, like, sending pictures back and forth. And Evan is like, you should go to Hawaii with us. And James sends back this saying, like, why should I come to Hawaii? And that, for the first time, is when I was like, what the fuck? And I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure they continued to text throughout the night. I was not, like, caring enough to go through his phone. I was just like, why are you messaging him? And I just, red flags. It was just so fucking weird. Because mind you, at this point, me and James don't text. Like, me and James aren't even texting like that. James is only texting me to say how hot he is. And now he's sending him snaps over Instagram saying, why should I come to Hawaii? Like, that's fucking weird. I would only do that if I'm, like, trying to fuck. Or if I'm trying to flirt, you know? Like,
100%. He did that, like, he did the little, like, oh, I should I come to Hawaii? Like, you can tell he's trying. And the upward, like, angle, that makes you look skinny and, like doe-eye type shit. Yeah. So, yeah, she's, like, 100%. Dude was someone, like, desperate shit. Yeah. Yeah, on God. I don't know. Weird ass. I don't know. Yeah. No, but, like, if a girl was like, why should I come meet up? Aren't you gonna be like, this girl is giving me the look. You're gonna think that, like, be so for real. Be so for real. That's some, you know what I mean?
Like, it was just weird. So I don't know if they texted anymore throughout the night. I have no idea. I do know that all of their texts are over Instagram. So fast forward, literally 2 weeks past this, me and Evan have broken up, and literally the day after we break up, James texts me, and he basically is asking me and Evan to be a part of this painted commercial video. And it was supposed to be like me and Evan, and it was like a couple thing, and it was for Valentine's Day. So I respond, and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, but we just broke up, ha ha ha. So I text James that we have broken up, and basically the first thing he says in response is, can I have him now? Just responds, can I have him now? And then was like, ha ha ha, just kidding. What happened? I then
Can I have him now? What the fuck? That's weird. Now that's a weird fucking response to have, bitch. Can I have him now? Imagine you just broke up with your girlfriend and some dude is like, haha, can I have her now? The fuck? What? She's still super cool, because I would have been flipping my shit. I would have been like, are you weird? What the fuck? What are you talking about? Just kidding is wild. He is not kidding. Can I have him now? He's a hopper for real. He sounds like, oh my god, what's that one fucking girl, that lady who liked Santos, the inmate hopper? What's her fucking name? Ash Trevino. You know how she would say some shit and she would be like, just kidding, at the end of the day, I'm just kidding. That's given to me, you know. That's some fuck shit. That's weird. That is so weird. Can I have him now? Just kidding. Bitch, you are not. Be so for real. Hi, Yummy. I'm on YouTube right now. So if you want to watch the video with me, join on YouTube. Oh, that's oh my god. Yummy, imagine some girl, you just broke up with your boyfriend, and she's like, your ex is so hot. Can I have him now? Just kidding. Oh, we gonna fight, bitch. We gonna fight. I'm special. I'm on Twitch. You are. And I love you for it.
and proceed to tell him that, let me actually like read the text like word for word. I'm gonna green screen this part, everything else I'm inserting in, but I want to read this like word for word. So yeah, do you want to be in a painted video with your man? I explained that we broke up. I was gonna do a 30-part series, and mind you, he is the only person that I told, because this is a day after we officially broke up, he is the only person I told about a quote 30-part series that I was gonna film about what I had went through. He goes, what? I go, girl, he's fucking crazy. And then there we go. What happened? Can I have him now? Once again, didn't really think much of it, but my senses were a little bit heightened now after the whole Hawaii Instagram DMing situation. but whatever. Then tell him, imagine the worst things a human can do. It would take hours to text, but you'll see the series soon. He then asks again about if I'm actually doing a series, which I'll explain why that has a lot to do with more going on. But he asks again about the series, then says, I'm sorry. And I go, oh, just wait. I gave this man a platform based off his lies and abuse. I'm gonna wait to heal from it and then clock it, which I did do. And then he goes, shit, I'm sorry, Kayla. And I said, you're good, thank you. So that was the last time we texted until he flew Evan out to California. But in these, I made it pretty clear that Evan had fucked me over. I brought up abuse, the worst thing a human can do. I mean, I obviously did not go into depth with what I had went through. At this point, like James said in his video, my friends didn't even know, my family didn't even know the full story. Nobody knew the full story. And obviously, I don't expect him to sit there and ask, you know, oh.
I mean, and she's a DV victim, dude. Like, she's a DV victim. Like, she was abused physically and mentally by her ex-boyfriend. And this just fucking happened. So, I mean, honestly, yeah. Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't expect her to be in the right mind to also go into detail on her like abuse. You know what I mean? Like, I don't expect her to be like, haha, yeah, he would like give me a black eye. He like like threatened to like me. You know, like, be so for real. Like, you just came out of that relationship. Obviously, you know, like, you're traumatized. You need a moment. You need therapy. You need to heal from this. So, I mean, yeah, like, yeah. So I don't blame her for not wanting to go into detail about the situation. I think it would be very hard for anyone who literally just broke up with their partner who is not a good person. And she said abuse. She said abuse without even going into a lot of detail. She literally said the word abuse. She literally said, he abused me. If you are her acquaintance or her friend or whatever the fuck, I would honestly, like, even just an acquaintance of mine, just like somebody that I maybe don't even know in person, maybe just somebody that I like, you know, worked with and would see sometimes, and I was like, hey, how are you, you know, and I'm like, and they're like, oh, I just got out of a really bad toxic relationship, he basically abused me. If anything, I'd be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like, are you okay? And they would just probably say, yeah, like, I'm still processing everything, like, I'm okay. I would just be like, I'm so sorry for what's going on, and just leave it at that. I would not expect her to go into detail. That's weird. That's so fucking weird. Like, why would I be like, really? So he hurt you? Tell me more. How did he hurt you? I need evidence to believe you. What? You know? That's weird. That's really weird.
Oh, well, what happened? I don't expect him to do that. I get feeling uncomfortable in that situation. But I made it crystal fucking clear that I was fucked over in a pretty big way. And holy fucking shit, I do not want to have to make a part 2. But I'm at 9 minutes and 47 seconds, so I'm going to have to. And also, shut the fuck up. I'm not on the creator program. I'm not getting paid for any of this shit. I'm just clocking the fucking tea. So, part 2. So basically, obviously, I don't expect him to ask me, oh, well, what happened? And I don't expect him to want to know the full story. I get being uncomfortable doing that, but I 100% think that in these messages, I made it crystal fucking clear that what he put me through was not okay, it was not normal, and it was an abusive relationship. I just think I made that clear. And no, we were not best friends. No, I wouldn't even consider us close, but we were acquaintances, and he knew me more than he knew Evan. He met Evan through me. I've known James. Like, at the end of the day, he knows me more than he knows Evan. So it's like, with that information, with what I told you, it should have been okay, I understand, and move on. There should not be a second part to this. It should have ended right there, and then none of this shit would have happened. There wouldn't be a drama. There wouldn't be a fucking, like, this wouldn't be a fucking drama if it ended where it should have. And in my opinion, if you have good morals, it would have ended there. I know people in my life that I have, like, am acquaintances with, and they would not do that to me, and I would not do that to them. I would not do this to people that I've even collabed with once. I wouldn't do that to somebody. So in my opinion, it should have fucking ended there. And there should have been no communication between him and Evan past that point. But obviously that didn't happen. So a week after I send those text messages, me and Evan are broken up, obviously, but we were not on no communication yet. And so this was, I literally, the day before I go live and say that I was in an abusive relationship, this was the day before I officially made it no contact and realized, holy shit, what, like, I wake up, basically. So me and Evan have our final call. And this is when Evan says to me, if you tell people what I did to you, that means you never loved me. That's when he said all of that on the phone. It was our last ever conversation. But in the beginning of that phone call, while we're talking, he brings up me making a 30-part series. And I immediately am like, how the fuck do you know that? And he quote said a 30-part series. The only fucking person that I texted about making a 30-part series was James. James was the only person I told about making a quote 30-part series. Once again, I don't know how true this is. He was abusive. He was, like, literally, like, we all know by now. But Evan told me that James had sent him screenshots of our messages warning Evan that I was going to make a 30-part series.
What the fuck? Why does your ex know that you're going to clock him? Like, okay, so for people who don't know, you know, hi X Guy Warp, I'm on YouTube. Do you remember, like, who the fuck did I marry? Like, that's what she's referencing. Cause honestly, her just now processing, she just got out of this really bad relationship. Like, she's still keeping in contact with her toxic ex at this point. Like, this is saying enough. She's still, like, brainwashed in a sense. Like, she just said after all of this she just woke up, but, like, prior to this, if this wouldn't have happened, in a way this is almost like a blessing in disguise, because now she knows to not fucking talk to her abusive ex. You know what I mean? Like, but the whole, like, who the fuck did I marry, that's a 30-part series. And she's obviously not going to want to talk about her abuse, because her abuse is very personal. Very, very personal. And she, keep in mind, she's still talking to him. She was still talking to him. So that just tells you enough that she was not really, like, going to do it. She was just more so making a joke, is what I'm getting here. Because she's like, who the fuck did I date? Ended up being abusive towards me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just her trying to make a joke. But the fact that James was like, hey, so abusive ex Evans, she's going to rat you out. When he knows her, when he knows Kayla more than he knows him. That means he did not believe her. Masojetas. Those type of women are called masojetas. Well, James is a man. And, I mean, he's a gay man, but he's a man. So, it just really sucks. It just really sucks that she's getting, you know, she's having to deal with all of this. Like, she's still, again, think about this. You just got out of an abusive relationship. You're still talking to your ex because you're still brainwashed. And then you find out that your acquaintance, who you were like, yeah, he abused me, was like, hey, she's going to say some shit about you. Yeah, major masojeta. Major. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm so sorry if I'm not.
Once again, don't know how true that is, but it makes fucking sense because on the phone, Evan literally said, so are you going to make that 30-part series about me? And in the text messages, once again, in the messages, I quite literally quote, tune in for the 30-part Who the Fuck Did I Marry series. Like, the fuck? So, allegedly, apparently, from what I was told, is that right after sending those text messages telling James that we broke up, James went and DM'd him on Instagram, sent him those text messages to warn him, and then they started to create a friendship. And obviously, that forms to be true when about a month after all of this, I still have not spoken out publicly. The only thing I've done is go on live and say that I was in an abusive relationship. I was not ready to talk about the details of it. Still healing, okay? But I'm scrolling on Snapchat and I see that Evan had posted a Snapchat in the exact area that James lives, in a backyard that looked identical to James's backyard. And immediately I was like, there's no fucking way. Because this was about a month after I had been told that they were DMing. Why are y'all DMing for a fucking month? The fuck? So I text James and I'll just green screen them again. And mind you, the last time that we texted was me telling him that we broke up, okay? I text him on March 1st saying, this is so random, hope you're doing good. Are you with Evan? He says, what? Your ex Evan? Doesn't say yes, doesn't say no. I said, yes, posted a picture, looked like your backyard. He goes, why would Evan be in my backyard? Later to find out that he was in his backyard and that James had flown him out to California and they spent the entire fucking weekend together. Spent the entire fucking weekend together. And honestly, if you knew you weren't doing anything wrong, why didn't you just straight up answer my fucking question and say, yeah, he's here, we're friends? Like, you know? And in James's video, he was saying that, oh, well, he seemed depressed and sad and like he needed a friend. I have a lot to say about that, but first thing, if you're just being there for a friend and that you think he's a good person, why do you feel the need to have to lie to me about it? Why do you feel the need to have to lie to me about it? If you truly don't think you're doing anything wrong, why did you lie? Why did you lie about it? And then also keep it such a secret. Second off, you're being there for a quote friend that is your ex or your friends, acquaintances, ex-boyfriend that I told you was abusive. Like, what the fuck? It's just like, moral of the story is like, you obviously knew you were doing something fucking wrong if you had to lie to me about it, you know? So that entire weekend that they're together, I drive past James's house to see if I could see anything because I was like, I need fucking proof. Like, I know they're together, but I need proof because I'm so pissed. Obviously, don't see anything, and at this point, I'm just, I don't know what's going on. I have no proof, but I have a gut feeling that they are together, that they are hanging out. Fast forward another month. Me and James do not text. Nobody ever comes clean about anything. Nobody says anything, nothing. I release my He Doesn't Love You, and I talk about everything that he had done to me. And me and James still are not talking. He still does not text me and say, hey, I'm sorry, doesn't try to explain himself, nothing. And in my opinion, that's because he didn't think he'd get caught. He didn't think I'd find out, so he had no reason to tell me firsthand. And that's why this shit really pisses me off. I end up texting James, asking to FaceTime for a segment on my podcast because Jacob had this funny idea that we were going to FaceTime James and James is going to be like, ew, Jacob, and then like hang up. It was supposed to be like this funny bit. I could include screenshots. Literally the next text a month later, after me asking if he had flown my ex-boyfriend out, I literally just say, hey, da-da-da, totally normal conversation. He does not bring it up, nothing. At this point, I don't have proof to back up my theory, so cool, whatever. But yeah, he doesn't say anything, acts like everything is normal. So then it is Coachella weekend, couple weeks later.
Oh, fuck, dude. So this is crazy. So as far as we fucking know, and we also watched, we watched her abuse. So there's 3 people here, okay? Don't get it twisted. It's Kayla, who only has 1 million followers on TikTok. James Charles, who has 40 fucking million followers on YouTube. And this guy named Evans, who wasn't even famous. Wasn't even like nobody. He was a nobody until he dated her. And she went public about it. He was straight. He was fucking straight. Which, by the way, no, like, you know, no tea, no hate, no nothing. But I wouldn't have a problem with this. But it feels like, so he's clout chasing. It feels like he's clout chasing. Like, oh, people now know that. Wouldn't it be cool though? Like, your BF is dating James Charles too. She's not dating James Charles, and it's not cool because her ex Evans was abusive towards her, which is why they broke up. And she is friends with James Charles, and she literally told James Charles, like, she pulled out the receipts that she literally told him, he's abusive to me. He did some of the worst things a human could do to another human. So, you know. And then James is over here like, oh, well, that sucks. Texts her ex for like a fucking month, flies him out to his house where they hang out. Fucking weird. Evans wanted to beat up a man now. I think what happened is Evans felt popular. And when you are a man who you try to get popular, right? Like, you're trying. Like, he tried. He really was trying. Like, before her, there was this other guy named, I forgot what his name was, but he's a model. He works as a model. And so he was friends with him, right? And he just liked being popular. He liked it. So he jumped from Kayla to James Charles so fast. Didn't even care if James Charles was gay. He's basically like, okay, well, whatever. Like, this guy who doesn't give a fuck, apparently, is wanting me to fuck, you know, like, which is so weird. Like, it's so sick. It's so weird. Aw, thank you, X Skywarp. Thank you. He's an op. James Charles is her op. Like, period. Fuck, dude, for a couple followers. Yeah, basically. Not even because they were on the low. It was just behind her back because James Charles, for some reason, considers her an op. Like, straight up considers her an op. Like, he just wanted her man, bro. He just wanted her man. Because she showed evidence. She showed text messages of him just saying, your man is hot. Your man is hot. I think he's some fine shit, when they were dating. Knowing they were dating, you know? Like, if I have a friend and I thought her boyfriend was hot, I would maybe be like, hey, good for you. Like, he's cute. just that. I would not be sliding up on her DMs telling her every single time she posts something with her man, he's cute. He's cute. He's some fine shit. Fine shit. That's her man, bitch. Like, hey, fuckface, that's her man. Fuck off, you know? Like, have some decorum. None of my friends who I consider a friend would I ever do that. Not even to somebody that I don't even like. I don't think I would ever do that. So, really fucking weird. Just weird shit. This is weird. This is weird. And she's being really fucking cool about it. Like, really cool. I know some people, I know some girls, they will beat some ass because if they were to find out he or her was like texting their man saying, you cute, you cute, you cute, you cute. You know? You know? Meanwhile, she's just like, oh well, oh well, oh well. But at the same time, you do have to realize she was abused, both physically and mentally. So, she's not in the correct mind here. You know?
Couple weeks later, and a video was posted exposing James to have flown my ex-boyfriend out to California. The second that this video goes public, James starts to blow up my phone, asking if I'm at Coachella, saying that we need to talk. I immediately already knew what he was talking about. Are you at Coachella? Yeah, I am. Can I talk to you? I shut it down. I don't want to fucking talk to you. I don't want to fucking talk to you. He says, I felt guilty for weeks and I didn't know how to tell you and I owe the truth. I explained it to you from my mouth, not the Zach guy, and then you can feel however you want to. To me, it's quite ironic that you suddenly feel guilty about this the second that it's made public. You know what I mean? Like, you suddenly feel guilty once, like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I text him, I've known for a while, but I saw the proof today. I'm just shocked. There's a ton to explain. I'm annoyed with myself for allowing you to find out this way instead of just telling you myself. I say, okay. He then says, he manipulated me as well, and I fell for it. To when I then reply, I got so pissed off. How did you get to the point for him to manipulate you? I told you he abused me the day we broke up. Then you texted him that day that I told you that. But I'd rather talk to you about this tomorrow. You met him because he was my boyfriend. After that, James did try to reach out multiple times. He wanted to meet up and talk, and I'll give him credit for that. I can tell he feels guilty. He was blowing me up for days and days after that. Wrote me long paragraphs, just a lot of stuff. I personally decided not to respond. I decided not to meet up with him because, quite frankly, what the fuck do you have to say? And after waiting for him to come out with his response video, I'm honestly happy I didn't meet up with him to hear what he had to say because it clears up nothing for me. What happened, happened. You knew he was my abusive ex-boyfriend. I'm going to have to make a part fucking 3. Jesus fucking Christ. Once again, not on the payment program. I'm not doing this for money. I literally am not making a dime from this. Once again, just clocking the fucking tea. I did not expect this to be 30 fucking minutes. So basically, obviously,
This is not a good look. This is actually, like, really fucking bad, man. Like, oh, man. I don't know how to feel. This really sucks. I really feel bad for her. Oh, there we go. There's his fucking face. That guy right there. That's Evans. That's the abusive ex. And there's an audio going around where he beat her and cussed at her and said so many things. And it's really sad. I posted it in my story and it was up for like a few hours, but I actually cried. Like, I actually cried. Like, at some point, I just cried. Like, I'm like, that was somebody's, it makes me want to tear up right now, because like it's like, wow, she went through just so much, you know, and she's getting publicly like just like all this is getting her all traumatized emotionally. Yes, like all of this is public. So many people are making so much shit. She's getting hate from like followers who are from James, all because she liked a guy. Like, all because she dated a guy. Like, that's really fucking sad. I'm like, oh, I'm tearing up. Like, oh my god. Oh my god, that's just so. Wow. I feel so. I don't know. Like, this is sad. I really wish she ends up feeling better. Like, I'm glad she's talking about this, because she's right. Like, everybody really is talking about this. Like, so many people are saying their fucking opinion. So I'm glad that she's finally saying her truth. But like, this is really fucking sad. Like, all of this just because she wanted to date someone, and sadly there's some fucking weird ass guy who, you know, decided to slide up because he's being like, you know why you get emotional too, because tienes corazón de pollita. Yeah, I really do. I really do. This is just, I feel for her, man. Empathy out to her, because this is horrible. This is horrible. And all of this is public. All of this is so public. And she didn't even know that James flew her ex out to be with him for the weekend until the Be Better interview, where her friend called him out on Snapchat. Just let that sink in. Like, you find out, and at this point they're still talking. Like, she's still like under his spell almost, because like, again, abusive relationship. And she finds out all of this through social media. Like, that's, what a way to find out, you know? Fuck, man. Fucked up shit.
So basically, obviously, I don't expect him to ask me, oh, well, what happened? And I don't expect, I'm just going to end this here. I just think it's a load of bullshit. And watching the apology video quite literally pissed me off even more, because I can genuinely appreciate to where you now feel guilty. And I don't think that you still support him. I don't think that at all. I know once I posted the proof, you probably dropped him. I'm not doubting that. It's the fact that my word was not believed. My text messages of me saying that it was abusive, that he did the worst things a human could possibly do, those were taken lightheartedly. And then you went and DM'd him and formed a friendship with my ex-boyfriend, believed everything he was saying about being depressed and suicidal, and you wanted to sit there and be there for him, and you believed everything that came out of his mouth, but not mine? That's fucking crazy to me. How are you gonna sit there and take everything to heart that my ex-boyfriend is saying, that you met through me, but not what I'm saying? That makes zero fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? Or do I sound delusional? Am I just like salty? Ew, that was so cringy to say. Or, like, genuinely, do I just sound bitter in this situation? Do I sound bitter, or like, do I have a fucking point? I do not think that if I did not find out through TikTok, and if this shit was not made public, I do not think I would have ever found out. I don't think I ever would have received a "I've felt guilty for weeks" text. I don't think I would have gotten that at all. I do not think I would have gotten an apology, or he would have owned up to it and texted me about it if it had not been made public. And I think there's proof to that, because he kept it a secret literally up until he went public with it. And then also, it does leave a bad taste in my mouth that Listen, I get it. If your name's being slandered and you want to clock that shit, fucking clock it. I get it. But to do it an hour after I win the court case is fucking crazy, in my opinion. An hour, 1 hour after I announced that I win the court case, here's a 10-minute video, and all my comments are now flooded with, did you see James's new video? You couldn't even wait till the fucking 8th? Like, that's crazy to me. And I get it. I get it. You wanted to clear the air. I get that. But to not even wait 3 hours? Not even an hour and a half? What the fuck? I mean, at that point, damn. Sorry. I'm just like, I'm crashed out. Like, it has been so hard to sit here and not say fucking shit when all of this is going on, and then seeing the apology video, I don't know. I just have a lot of thoughts, and I don't think this is like a pick sides thing. I don't think there's sides in this. It's just a story. I think that he fucked up. James fucked up, and he fucked me over, and it was a shitty thing to do. I do find it interesting, though, that James posted conversation receipts with everybody. Me, a clip from my sister's live stream, like everybody's receipts except for his Instagram DMs with my ex-boyfriend. If they're not already deleted. And I don't know. I think the timing of everything was weird. I think the receipts were odd. That's basically my side of the story. They had been DMing in Hawaii in January while we were still together. James would only DM me to say how hot he was. Apparently, from what I was told, which I don't know how trustworthy my abusive ex was, but told me that James had DM'd him the day that we broke up. So I don't know. And also, I do think it is fishy to create such a friendship with somebody off of being attracted to them. Because I don't know what the fuck they would have in common besides the fact that James thought he was hot. And then to fly him out, I don't know. I don't know if I could think a guy was really hot, fly him out, and just like want a friendship. I don't fucking know. There's just so much going through my head. But yeah, no, moral of the story, I appreciate acknowledging how you feel guilty. I appreciate acknowledging what you did. I just don't think that would have happened at all if you hadn't been caught for it. But yeah, that's my side, and I don't fucking know what else to say. Holy fucking shit, this has been like the hardest thing to keep my mouth shut on. But yeah, this was a lot longer than I thought it would need to be. I thought it was only gonna be a 10-minute video, but holy fucking shit. A bitch is pissed. A bitch has been pissed. And I've just wanted to sit here and relish in the court shit, but for some fucking how, James made this like a drama. Or James didn't, I don't know who the fuck did it, but this whole thing became like a fucking drama. Like, what the fuck? So yeah. I'm still trying to process winning court, let alone all of this bullshit. But yeah. I don't fucking know, y'all. This shit is just as confusing to me as it is to y'all. I don't know what the fuck happened while they were in LA. I'll never fucking know the truth, but I don't know. I'm just gonna stop talking. I feel like I could honestly talk about this for hours. I could literally go on about this for hours, but yeah. Love y'all. Happy Wednesday. I feel like old me wouldn't have even fucking like said shit, but I'm so past the point of like letting shit fucking slide. I was fucked over, so I don't know. I don't feel bad telling my side when everybody else got to tell theirs, and I'm not trying to make this a fucking drama, but it became one when you flew my ex-boyfriend out. Oh, I talk too much.
Oh, girl, don't feel bad. You don't talk too much. Honestly, fuck whoever made this a big deal, man, because this should have been private. I feel bad for her. I feel really bad for her. Like, oh my god. Because James was her friend. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is some fuck shit, man. He's some fuckface. He's some. Oh my god. No. Why? Who needs friends when you have a friend like James, bro? Who the fuck needs friends when you have a friend like James? Oh my god. I don't. I don't even think James got a fatty though. Yo, hey Nate, how are you? Ain't no party like a Diddy party. James could get it, but like, have some self-respect, babe. Don't go for your friend's ex, especially if he was found guilty of being a abuser and there's videos of him literally abusing. Like, if you look, Noah, just I know you're joking, but like, hold on.
You said. If he can hit you, he will kill you.
I'll be fucking deserving, bitch.
If he can hit you, he will kill you. James and Evan have. James, if he can hit. If he can hit you, he will kill you.
Bitch. I'll be fucking deserving, bitch.
If he can hit you, he will kill you.
Bitch. I'll be fucking deserving, bitch.
The audio isn't good. Like, he literally, that was Evan. Yeah, that was Evan. Hitting her. Yeah. Like, she recorded a video of him hitting her so she can use it against him, because when she called the cops on him hitting her, he got bail and he was calling her a liar, and for some reason everybody believed him. And so she went ahead and sued him, and it was a big thing. It was a big thing, and it was very hush. And for some reason fucking James got involved. But yeah, that's the audio of him like hitting her, and she was crying, and you can literally hear like the, and there's like some there, if you look her up, there's like some videos of him, like of her bruised up, like all beat up, and there's like in some of the walls, like she was recording and the wall had blood, like, and she was like, oh yeah, there's just some blood on here, but like the way she did it, it's so fucking sad. Like, I want to cry because nobody really like noticed, man, and that's so sad. And she has such a big following. Like, this went over the head of like 1 million people. But and she's just like, yeah, like, it's not good. Like, it's not good. But anyway, I'm glad she got some justice, because she did sue him and she won. Unfortunately, it sucks that James Charles literally made like a response video because he got involved for being a gross person, and people were calling him out, right? Because of an interview from Be Better. And we watched it. Look, like, it's in my fucking like history. We watched it. This video right here. This guy is her ex's friend. Oh yeah, I remember that. That's how she found out. Like, that's how she found out some of this shit. So, yeah. I mean, for whoever says this is not a true crime video, yes, the fuck it is. Like, yes, this is definitely true crime, because DV is 100% a crime. It is a crime. This shit does happen. It's unfortunate, but it does happen a lot. And she just happens to be very popular. But I am glad that she did get justice, because it does show other victims who have gone through something that's similar that they can get justice too. And that they shouldn't be afraid to voice themselves. Because it's something really big. It's something very strong. It's something very tough. It's something very dark. It's dark shit. But it happens, and just because we pretend it's not there doesn't mean it didn't happen. You know? So it's some strong ass shit, man. Like I said, I'm just glad that she got justice, that she won the court case. And honestly, she deserves to relax. She deserves to just like go offline, take some time, and take care of herself, because for some reason this has been going on for months. Like, months. Imagine you finally get away from a monster, and for some reason that monster is now fucking someone 40 times bigger than you, 40 times more popular than you, and that person is also paying other people to not even say anything. He offered her, I think it was like $250,000 to not even say anything. But like, it's her story. It is her fucking story. Who the fuck are you to tell me to shut the fuck up? It's my fucking story. You know what I mean? Like, good for her. Good for her, honestly. Like, crazy, crazy fucking shit. I can't imagine someone telling you, shut up. Here's money. Shut the fuck up. Don't say anything. That's some evil fucking people, man. That's some evil type shit. I don't know. Whew. Well, once again, poverty has saved me. But yeah, I want to watch the Diddy situation, because guess what? Stephanie Rotten Mango, she came out with another Diddy video. Your little weird ass Diddy bitch is back. What the fuck? Diddy. Oopsie.
There is one person in the courtroom that is probably having a worse day than Sean Combs. But first I have to set the scene. There are no cameras allowed in the federal courtroom, so these are just the things that we've noticed. Don't take it as fact. I feel like recently, the past few days, they have been pumping the AC in the courtroom. There are speculations that the jurors are getting very sleepy after lunch. We don't know how true that is. That's like the whispers in the courthouse hallways. We're all just shivering. We're all cold. The defendant comes out wearing his old man in church that could never hurt a fly outfit, collared shirt, sweater, trousers. He really only gets like 5 sweaters, 5 collared shirts, I believe. So he's wearing the same things on repeat. Yeah.
Huh.
And there will just be these moments where Sean Combs has his reading glasses on and he hasn't been staring. So like, I feel like as the trial has evolved, everything that Sean Combs has done has also evolved. I don't know if it's because things have gotten a lot more serious day by day, or if maybe he's being coached on how to act and like every day things are different and maybe every day is a specific vibe that he has to set. But he has his reading glasses on more frequently and he will look back over his shoulder where the press are sitting, but not really at anyone anymore. It doesn't feel like he's actually making eye contact with many people. I feel like the first few days, his retinas were scanning. The second week, after the jury has been seated, after opening statements have been stated, defendant suddenly does not know how to eye contact. He does not even know that such a thing is possible. It's very interesting. He will sometimes glance at whatever is in the room and he will look over the top of his reading glasses and he just looks like a boomer getting mad at their teenage kids during breakfast. Like that's the feeling. Also, he was
She fucking called him a boomer. What the fuck? She really said he just looks like a boomer. Stephanie does not like Diddy. She does not like Diddy. And what the fuck? Again, I cannot get over the fact that people are calling Stephanie, that cute Asian lady, a racist. Like, a race has nothing to do with it. Do you not realize how bad Diddy is, stupid bitch? I posted it on my story. There's literally people calling her out for being a racist. If you want to be invited to the Diddy party, just fucking say so, bitch. Just fucking say so. Okay?
Seen reading a Bible one day before court was in session, so there is that. And he does seem a bit more energized. Like the whole defense team seems a lot more energized, which is interesting because considering we have witness number 2 that's going to take the stand, and then right after that, immediately after that, Cassie's going to be testifying. And things just keep getting weirder for the defense, but they're in high spirits. I will do attorney updates. One of the sketch artists does compliment Mark Agnifilo on his tie. He stops and he just like has this full-blown conversation with her about like the different shades of blue and which shades of blue that they love. And I always think it's so fascinating that everybody is so calm, everybody is so happy and friendly until they're not. I mean, not that anyone would have any reason to be unfriendly with the sketch artist, except maybe if you're like Sean Combs, which, side note, random lore, there are a few sketch artist legends inside this courthouse, and one of the ones that are doing this case, they drew Ghislaine Maxwell. And Maxwell, during the trial, did not like what the sketch artist was drawing. So she starts drawing the sketch artist, who then draws Ghislaine Maxwell drawing her. And it's just like the weirdest thing ever. And inside the courthouse, when you walk in, there's like sketches everywhere. They're framed and they're hung up of some of the big trials. Anyway, also the defense starts playing musical chairs. They're moving people around. So right next to Diddy, he's in like and this is so intentional, I believe, because Cassie's gonna start testifying soon. He is in a table full of women. He is suddenly sandwiched by women. So you've got lead attorney Mark Agnifilo, and then you have Anna Estavio, I think I'm saying her name right, but she's gonna be the one that is cross-examining Cassie.
Haven't heard about her name.
Yeah, she was not as, I guess, in my eyes, as prominent. I'm sure she's a prominent member of the defense team, but, and then next to her is Diddy, and then next to Diddy on the left is no longer Boys Club, so it's no longer Diddy and Brian Steele, Young Thug's former attorney. It is now Tenny Garagos. So she swapped with Anna, and then next to her is Alexandra Shapiro. And then now in front, we've got Xavier Donaldson, Nicole Westmoreland, and then now Brian Steele is up at the front. And then in front of them, there's the row of prosecutors. And then the judge walks in. And Judge Arun, I feel like at this point, and again, in like the most professional, sincere way possible, like he is dad. I feel like all of the attorneys are his kids, and he is almost always disappointed in them, is the vibe, because they're just like disappointing him left and right to some degree, some more than others, and he just has to make sure that everything is done correctly and accordingly. But also I love the way that he doesn't converse much with the jurors or the witnesses, but his energy is very sincere anytime they're in the room. And then they leave the room and he's like disappointed dad again with all the other attorneys. Yeah, so Judge Arun is father at this point. Also, I did notice that Mark Garagos is absent from the courtroom. Mark Garagos is Tenny Garagos' celebrity attorney father. Previously, he and Officer Riz, he's like an officer of the courtroom. He's like the one that...
His name is Riz?
No, his last name has the word Riz in it, so now the RM team just calls him Officer Riz. Oh. It's not actually his last name, but that's what we call him. So Officer Riz, he controls the courtroom, okay? The rest of the courtroom outside of the judge. And he and Mark Garagos have this thing where I have no idea if they're like an old married couple that you just cannot tell if they're goofing around, or if they genuinely hate each other and have some sort of massive life insurance plan hidden somewhere. There will be moments where Mark Garagos, who is allowed his phone inside the courtroom because he's counsel, Officer Riz will snap at him to put his phone away, or sometimes he'll snap at him and tell him to sit down when he's standing up, perhaps like at inappropriate times he's standing up. There's one time Officer Riz tells him to sit down across the courtroom, and the Combs sons, they think it's like a blast. They're giggle-gaggling at it. And now he's gone. So I'm like, oh, is it because he wasn't sitting down? I was confused. I look it up. He's on the Menendez case. So he actually went to California for the Menendez brothers case, which, again, that's a whole other thing I can do another deep dive on because they were just resentenced. So that's going on with Mark Garagos. Yeah, there's
so much going on.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on with the attorneys, but it's going to progressively get weirder. So a few disclaimers before we get started regarding content warnings. There are themes of essay and DV. Secondly, certain portions and quotes have been shortened and condensed and or combined for brevity. Third, this is a very quick disclaimer, but everything reported on in this episode and throughout the trial is public information. Any descriptions or observations regarding the defendant or anybody else inside the courtroom are personally noted by myself or my two researchers who are also present, seeing these things happen in real time with our own eyes. However, just because we see something and feel something does not mean that our experiences and statements are valid reflections of the truth. Our interpretations of these random things that we see in the courtroom are our own interpretations and opinions, and they are shared for the purpose of reporting on current events. Like, they obviously have no weight or bearing clearly on the verdict of the trial, but also none of this should be used as a definitive source on how someone should feel about the defendant, about any of the witnesses, or about any of the attorneys, or literally anyone, because what do we know, right? Sean Combs is also presumed innocent until proven guilty. The burden of proof is the responsibility of the prosecution. So with all of that said, let's get into it. Now, super brief recap. We did
see a lot of shit is going on. When I said that P. Diddy isn't the only fucking shit that's going on, a lot of shit is going on. I think there's conversation going on that I forgot what it was, but that the Menendez brothers are getting resentenced. Stephanie just fucking confirmed. Yes, that is a thing, bro. Like, yes, the fuck, they are getting resentenced. I don't know who the fuck it was that was like, no, they're fucking not. Yeah, they fucking are, babes. Yeah, they fucking are. Is this pre-recorded? It's going to be on my YouTube. So if you, for some reason, are like not really able to, if you want to see it all, it's going to be on my YouTube. It's going to be on the vlogs on my YouTube. So, because you can see everything on YouTube. Stephanie is already recorded. This bitch is fast as fuck. Okay, she's fast as fuck. She fucking lightning, bitch. She fucking because you have to remember these court cases are 8 fucking hours long every single fucking day, and she's there and present. As far as I know, she has not missed a day. She has not missed the day. A day missed, not there. She has not missed a day. So I'm gonna try to hold on. Let me see if I can somehow, some way. Wait. You ain't gonna see this real quick, cause this shit has my shit on it. I preparing the studio. The fuck, I'm trying to get this shit on my thing. I'm trying to get this shit on my thing. This shit ain't on my thing. We don't miss a day here. We are here. We are live. Alright, baby. We are present. Alright. We are on this shit right here too. Fuck me. I'm trying to see if I can maybe log in to TikTok via my shit on here and see. We outside. Yeah, we are. We viewing everything too, baby. We viewing everything too. Let me see if I can maybe like log into my shit on here. Cause I want TikTok to see that shit too. Cause TikTok ain't seeing nothing. All they seeing is my face. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, TikTok ain't seeing shit. They just seeing my face. That's it. They ain't seeing nothing that we seeing on here on YouTube or Twitch. They ain't seeing nothing. I might have to end the live on TikTok to see if I can connect these Cracker Jack slap low key. Ooh, I'm glad. Cute shirt. It's not a shirt. It's just a little whatchamacallit, sweater. It's just a little sweater. Fuck it. You gonna have to either follow me on there or yeah, you're just gonna have to follow me on there, cause fuck me. Okay. Yeah, cause this shit ain't going. Hey, how come? Yeah, I'm still live on TikTok and on Twitch. I mean, on TikTok or Twitch. I'm fucking stupid. I'm still live on. I thought that was a cardigan. It is a cardigan. I subbed. Aw, thank you, Game Roots. I appreciate you, babes. I appreciate you. This field is required. What fucking field? What fucking field? That I am the whatever holder? Oh, I can show that. I don't know what else you want though. Whatever. I think I'm gonna have to redo everything. Oh well, it's just not gonna show. I'm so sorry. You guys are just gonna have to go through it. Sorry about.
Did 4 deep dive episodes into the Diddy case in 2024 after his arrest. I feel like there's more than 8 hours collectively on a ton of the allegations, internet speculations, and the unfolding of the arrest. This is now our 3rd episode in the trial. We covered the first witness that was testifying, which is the former security guard at the Intercontinental Hotel. This is the 2nd witness that is brought up to testify. And I will say a lot of the major headlines right now are like the salacious details that this guy has said on the stand. And there's a lot of salacious details, yes. But I feel like people have just kind of went over who this man is. It's very interesting. He walks in through the back doors and we see him walk down the aisle, and immediately he has a very interesting presence. He's also super buff, like just super muscular. And he's walking in, like sometimes he'll wear his sunglasses and then he'll take them off respectfully at the stand. But he has a very strong presence. And everybody online has dubbed him the male escort that testified in this case. He stated,
What the fuck? They dubbed him as the male escort? Now that's crazy. Now that is weird. Now that is fucked, bro. Because he's not even the male escort. He's just the fucking, like, security guard. Not even a good person at that. Like, he's a shitty fucking person. So that's weird. He ain't even cute. How you gonna be an escort and not even cute, bitch? Fucking built like a fridge. She said it, not me.
States immediately that he met Cassie around maybe 2012, 2013. He had gotten a call from his boss and he told him that, quote, he couldn't find any of our black dancers, which was what was requested. So he asked me if I would mind going down to fulfill an order to have a dancer go down to the Gramercy Park Hotel in New York City for a bachelorette party. I told him I would do it. So he works for like a dancer company, right? He's gonna go there, he's gonna put on a show for this bachelorette party. He's gonna get paid $200 and then he's gonna call it a night and go home. That's the plan. Now, side note, he is supposed to be dressed up as a police officer because that was what was requested, but he didn't have one, like a police uniform, so he just went and bought a NYPD t-shirt. He shows up to the hotel.
Does he know it was Diddy?
No, he does not. So he's explaining the job is, I mean, it sounds relatively simple. He says, quote, I was expecting to do a little striptease, and that was it, just for a bachelorette party. A group of women, and then leave. So he gets to the hotel room around after midnight, so really late. He gets to the hotel room, knocks on the door. Cassie opens the door, and he does not know that this is Cassie. He just thinks maybe this is the bachelorette. She's wearing a red wig, wearing red lingerie, with high heels and dark sunglasses on. He's expecting a bachelorette party, and this feels, I mean, I would assume like the saddest bachelorette party. There's nobody in this hotel room. He says, she asked me if I was okay if it was just going to be us, because I was expecting to see a group of women there, but there was only her standing in the door. She asked me to come into the room. She said it was her birthday and that her husband wanted to do something special for her. And so she asked me if I would mind rubbing baby oil on her and giving her a massage. And wherever things went from there, if you know, based on how comfortable I was. He says he walks into the hotel room where there is a whole living room. It's like a suite. There's velvet couches that open up into this larger space. There's a coffee table, and this coffee table, it's just filled with candles lit up all over the coffee table. I would imagine it feels like a seance or something, because it's, the rest of the room, he says, is very dark. There's candles lit up everywhere. There's baby oil. There's
his signature fucking move, the baby oil, the lubricant. Of course, you know. He gotta get that baby oil. That's what Diddy known for. That baby oil. That bottle of luber. Of the luber. That's how you know this story is legit. He is not lying, because baby oil was mentioned I believe whatever the fuck is coming out of that man's mouth. I thought he meant the actual security guard. Cause the first witness is the actual fucking security guard at a hotel. I guess this actually is the not I guess male escort. Bitch, if you gonna go dance at a bachelorette party, baby, you the male escort. Let's be so for real. You the escort. Baby oil mentioned. Baby oil mentioned. You know, I believe this man. Whatever he says, I believe it. Clock it, baby. I believe it. Hi, Nate. Hi, Biggie. I believe you. You ain't even gotta tell me nothing more. You said, baby oil, I believe you. This man is a truther. He's a truther.
Astroglide. But probably the most pertinent part of the room to note, and this is according to the witness, he sees a man in the back of the room. So he's assuming this is her husband that she was just telling me about. But this man is wearing a white robe with a bandana over his face and a baseball cap. It's like the weirdest attire. I mean, I would imagine it's kind of terrifying. Regardless, Cassie is reassuring him. You know, she told me that, first off, that I didn't have to worry about anything because her husband wasn't gay. I remember her saying that to me, and he wasn't gonna try and touch me or anything, and I told her that's good because I wasn't with that. And then she told me that she knew that my boss told her that she had to give me $200 upon arrival, and at that point she gave me a few $1,000s and said at the end she would tip me before leaving. Which again, at this point, he doesn't know this is Cassie. He doesn't even really know who Cassie is. Rather, he didn't even know her name at this point. He didn't know who anybody was. He says, I complimented the room, the hotel we were in, and then I asked the guy what he did for a living, and he told me that he was in importing and exporting.
Does he know who Diddy is?
This is where he finds out. So he's like, I love this hotel room. What do you do for work? He says importing and exporting. And there was like a slight, I heard a few people giggling, like slight, like giggles in the courtroom. Cause it's like such a vague, like it's Diddy. He's like, I'm in importing and exporting. And he said immediately upon hearing his voice, like he knew that was Diddy. He knew that was Sean Combs.
Really?
Yeah, he says immediately, his voice is so recognizable, he says.
Wow.
But he states after this brief conversation, he doesn't want to be like, no, you're not. You're Sean Combs. So he doesn't say anything, I imagine. He and Cassie start rubbing baby oil on each other and then having intimate relations with one another. He's asked by the prosecutor, what was he doing while you and Miss Ventura were having intimate relations? He was sitting in the corner, self-pleasuring. He admits that the whole interaction did not last very long at all. So once they're done, Cassie gives him more money. So he makes like a couple $1,000s that night. And he says that Sean kept asking if he would like to see him again. Like, do you want to see us again? Do you want to see us again? Or some variation of that. And the prosecution asks, and let me ask you, how did you respond to that? I said, sure. And he told Cassie to take my phone number, and she took my phone number, and that was that. He says he's about ready to leave. He's maybe a few minutes out of that hotel room when Cassie, quote, Cassie texted me asking me if I would mind sending her a picture of my private part. And how did you respond? I gave her a picture of my private part. What was the next communication you had with her? She asked me if I could come back upstairs and see her again. And how did you respond? I went back upstairs to see her again.
I mean, to be fair, it's probably the easiest fucking grand he's ever done. I mean, all he had to do was lotion someone up, basically. Apply lotion all over to somebody. Like, that's... I mean, I would do it. Personally, I would do it. Just imagine you get a few grand just to put lotion on an attractive woman. Because Cassie's beautiful. She is drop dead gorgeous. She's one of the most gorgeous people I think I had ever seen. She's gorgeous. And just apply lotion all over her, baby oil all over her, and you get like a few grand? Who the fuck wouldn't do that, you know? I would do that. You want a picture of my hoo-ha? Personally, I wouldn't, but you know, if I was a man, the pickles are not pretty. As a man, I wouldn't really care. Like, if I was a man, I wouldn't care. Sure, You gonna send another two grand? You know what I mean? Like, you know.
Wait, so he just left,
Yes.
sent a photo, and
Yes.
went right back?
Yes. So
Like,
he leaves.
a few minutes.
Few minutes later, he sends a picture of his private parts because it was requested, and then he goes back up to the hotel room. He goes straight back up there where, again, it's Cassie and it's Sean Combs. And this time he says he ends up staying for a few hours. So what do you remember happening over those few hours? The same thing. It was literally the same exact scene, basically. We rubbed baby oil on each other. We had intimate relations for longer this time, and then I was done. I do not recollect whether or not they gave me anything else after that, money-wise. What was Mr. Combs doing while you were having this sexual encounter with Miss Ventura? He was self-pleasuring in the corner. Okay, I feel like the prosecutors really want him to keep saying that. I feel like it's pertinent to this case, but also just the constant, very matter-of-fact tone of he was self-pleasuring in the corner watching us is a very interesting thing to just hear out loud over and over again in a courtroom. The second time, he leaves for real and he says, later, his boss looked up who Cassie was for him, and that's how he found out who she was. He already knew that it was Sean Combs in the hotel room. So every time you met with Miss Ventura and Mr. Combs, what was the purpose of the meeting? Do you have sex with Cassie? In front of who? In front of Mr. Combs. He would say that whenever he met them, sometimes they would alert him maybe an hour before or a couple days in advance. He would meet them at hotels. Sometimes he would have to tell the hotel employees, I'm here to see Black. That was like the code word. And then they would lead him to that room, I guess. Maybe that's the name that they book under. He's asked, during your sexual encounters with Cassie and Mr. Combs, generally, how were the rooms decorated? Sometimes sheets or like towels on the couch. The curtains were always shut fully. There was always a table in front of the couch, and there was always candles on that table, and also bottles of baby oil or Astroglide. And then there were a few occasions where they would ask me to actually go to the pharmacy and pick those things up. I guess because they didn't have them at their location. And yeah.
So weird. What is it called? What is it called when a man likes it when another man basically steals his woman through intercourse? What is that called? Is that what it is? Technically, it just sounds like technically Diddy is a bird. You know? Really weird. Very weird. I mean, again, if I was, hi Prime, if I was a man and I got paid thousands of dollars to be with a woman who looks like Cassie, it's the easiest money I would ever make, you know? Because again, Cassie is beautiful. Cassie in her prime was beautiful. So, you know, we're watching the Diddy case on YouTube Live. Diddy done did it. It's in his name. You are so silly. What the hell?
The baby oil conversation is brought back up on the internet, but also in the courtroom. The prosecutors asked the witness, across all of these encounters, how often did you use baby oil? Every time. Other than the first time at the Gramercy Park Hotel, who directed you to use the baby oil? Well, are you asking? Okay, I think I understand. So the first time Cassie did, and then I guess we kind of knew what to do after that, but Sean Combs would often tell us, like, y'all need to rub more baby oil on each other. You don't have enough on. So what type of things do you remember Mr. Combs saying to you and to Miss Ventura about the baby oil during these encounters? He would just tell us to put more on. So it appears this is the point where the prosecutors are trying to show the jurors that Sean Combs is the one facilitating and directing these freak-offs. Across all of these encounters after the first one, who, if anyone, gave directions about how to engage in sexual activity? Sean Combs did. What are some of the directions you remember Mr. Combs giving to you and Miss Ventura? He would tell us things like, slow down, you know, y'all stop now, separate from each other. It's getting too much now. It's getting too hot. Y'all, you know, one time he had us try to role play, like we had just met at an airport, and yeah, we were not very good at that at all. So I think we just kind of skipped past that one really quickly. Yeah, but mainly it was more like, you know, don't finish yet. Don't finish. If you feel like you're going to finish, don't finish yet. Like things like that.
So Sean never joined in.
Later, he will explain that it was mainly him and Cassie having intimate relations while Sean Combs is in a corner, self-pleasuring. And then once he's done and finishes, Cassie and Sean Combs will disappear into the bedroom for sometimes hours. And he just like sits in the living room of the hotel suite for hours.
After Sean is finished.
After he's finished.
Oh, after he is.
Yeah.
I see.
And he doesn't really know what's going on in the bedroom. About how often during these encounters would Mr. Combs tell you to wait to finish? I mean, it was often, but I think he started really directing us from like the second time on. So the first encounter, he didn't really say much to us, but after that, he would tell us to do, you know, after that. He really would just tell us to like rub each other and like, you know, touch each other. And then he would tell her to, you know, blow me, give me oral sex. I mean, yeah, he would often tell me not to finish, don't finish yet. And if you feel like you're gonna finish, stop. So it was more so like where he wanted me to finish. And what do you remember about him? What do you remember him saying about that? He occasionally wanted me to finish on her stomach or, you know, inside and, you
know. This might be too much for a stream, baby. Cause, oh God, he's a professional gooner, bro. No, but it sounds like he's like sounds like he's like a professional cock-a-doodle-doo. You know, like a little cock-a-doodle-doo. I don't know how else to fucking say it, bitch, without getting in trouble. But I think we're gonna have to end it here because I don't think I can continue streaming this because of what Stephanie's about to say. Because Diddy sounds like a professional degenerate. Like, he just sounds like a professional degenerate. I might be able to just stream it on maybe Twitch or maybe just Distracted. No, bitch, not even Distracted. I just realized how far into, because Stephanie does not, she is a real one. She will go into it. She will go into it. She will not. Let me fucking change the damn scene to just her face. She will go into depth. All right, she will go into depth on a lot of things, and they're not always appropriate for stream. I will say that. Love her, but I'm already in trouble with TikTok. I'm not trying to get in trouble with Twitch or with YouTube because I just started, bitch. I just fucking started. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I did not realize that I have been streaming for I don't know how long now. It's been a minute. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please follow me on YouTube. I also stream on Twitch, especially if you're here from the Tiki-Talkie. Yeah, it's really fun. I really do enjoy it. We get into some shit, bro. We get into the chisme. All right, so we all work here, okay? We all got jobs, so we're not always up to date with the chisme, all right, with what's trending and what's going on right now, and everybody has different For You pages. But let me tell you, the tea that it be trending be big, all right, and it is cultural. Okay, because if some bitch from Australia knows about the tea with Kayla, Evans, and James Charles, and you don't know about the tea, baby, she's on the other side of the damn world, and this bitch knows. You know what I mean? Like, get with it, get into it. But anyway, thank you so much for being here, and yeah, thank you so much. Really enjoy you. Thank you. Bye.